I would phrase it as this. I think this is a new staff. All these guys in the spring, they had a small chance to evaluate, right? But the spring's a little bit of, you're not in pads. They're practices, but they're very different. I think this staff, and again, you can disagree or agree with this. It doesn't really matter. I'm just telling you what I believe is true. They want to evaluate these guys in pads, in a camp practice, camp practices, scrimmages, and maybe even joint practice or so before they start kind of overreaching and saying, oh, we need to add 3 defensive tackles or we need to add 3 receivers. I'm not telling you that I don't think they should have added another receiver. And they, having Lazard here and whatever you think of them, hey, maybe not everyone's cup of tea. I get it. Why is Michael Clemens on the roster? Well, I think they probably view it as any other team would probably pay him $3.5, $4, $5 million bucks as well. And hey, in a reserve role as the number 4 edge rusher and special teamer, we feel like he can play a role here because that's what he did in 2022. I'm not saying I agree, but I think that's a fair take. And again, I just think they're going to get into camp and say, hey, maybe Coward and Namdi and these guys are not it at defensive tackle. We got to go out and find one. Again, you don't have to agree. I just think they're probably going to do a lot of self-evaluation. They're going to try to self-scout themselves through the first week, 2 weeks of camp, and then go out and address maybe, hey, we need to go pick up a receiver. We need to go pick up a back. We need to go pick up a tight end, whatever it may be, defensive tackle, safety, who knows? I just think there's going to be a lot more self-evaluation, self-scouting going on that they've been doing from the time they were hired and going off tape last year, in-game tape, practice tape, whatever it may be, meeting with these guys, getting in the building, seeing how they work during the spring. And then once the pads come on, if it doesn't match up with what their evaluation was, I think they'll move on quickly. I don't think there's a staff that's going to grandfather guys in and just give them spots. I also think there's guys that might come in and say, hey, nuke staff, I don't know, maybe Jeremy Ruckert or Michael Clemens or one of these guys from that 2021 class or 2022 class, I apologize,